Well, I'm excited to go in the locker room and greet a team after a win, and they're excited. I think we made some growth, especially on the defensive end. I thought we had really good focus, and especially to hold them to 14 points in the first half. I think the defense was really solid there. I thought the game got a little ugly at times, but that's okay. That's okay. You still have to win those games. You still have to find a way to do that. And, we'll clean up a lot of the mistakes that were on this, but I'm really happy for our team, really proud of them. Glad we got a lot of people some minutes, and, glad we get to move on, learn from a win.
Maria?
Kelly, I'm running out of superlatives for Rakia and Jordan Horston. Just how much better are they getting playing together? And I think we maybe saw that tonight.
Yeah, I thought they both looked really good tonight. The fact that they were not just scoring, they were scoring, thought they guarded really well, and they rebounded well. So that was really good to see their dynamic. I thought we were able to move them around to find opportunities for them in different sets, that's a pretty powerful 1-2 punch.
Cora?
Kelly, about that same pair, how did you see them, I guess, kind of regroup after this weekend? Obviously they both had individually good performances, but how did you kind of see those two regroup and try to reset the team?
Yeah, I think to me, they set the tone defensively tonight. I think both of those players did. They did a really nice job. I think between our last game and this game, I think the talk has been right. I think the focus has been where it needs to be in terms of, hey, we do have to get better on the boards. We do need to do a better job defensively, and they're working towards that. For me to challenge those two, especially to do a better job on the boards, and they stepped out there and did it today.
Maria?
Two-part question. First, Jillian Hollingshed, the minutes off the bench, what that meant, and two, the decision-making in this game overall seemed better. If you could just sort of talk about the decision, particularly from the point position.
Yeah, I think talking about Jillian first, we've been trying to find minutes for her and find what works, and today she played a little bit more at the 5 position. And I think that probably helped her a little bit defensively and where she needed to be. She's pretty active, and she's very skilled, as you can see. I mean, she can dribble the ball about as well as anyone, to be honest with you, and handled it and passed up the court. She still had a few turnovers, that we can clean up, but I thought she was really active, and that was a really good for us. In terms of our decision making, we had 22 turnovers, so we didn't play clean either half, but I think we were in much better control of our offense and what we were trying to do. And I think we tried to put a few new things in the last few days to try to help us be a little bit more specific on where we're attacking the opponent.
Coach, you had a great night defensively. Can you go into detail about what you thought the best thing Tennessee did tonight defensively?
I thought our awareness was better, and that's not one specific thing, but typically our off-the-ball defense, in my opinion, has been a little behind. We've been a little late. We've not anticipated what was going to happen next. And then we're a step behind when that action happens. I thought we were a little bit better there. Thought our communication was a little bit better. We talked through some actions that we needed to guard as a team, and we've been practicing that. We've been working really hard on our communication and how that needs to be better. So I would say that. I would say our off the ball awareness and communication was probably the best thing, and that's where we needed to grow the most.
Go next to Cora, followed by Caleb and Maria.
Rakia and Jordan were good spirits. Seemed like they're really gelling together. how important is their energy together and how they feed off each other and how that kind of spreads to the rest of the team?
Jordan and Rakia are both emotional players, so they play with a lot of emotion. And when you have players like that, when they're high, it is very contagious. But they also can't lose that energy, and so I think they understand that, and they're playing with good energy. They're communicating well, and sometimes a game like this is contagious. They like it and want to reproduce that feeling, and to do that you've got to play defense and you've got to have energy, and hopefully that will happen.
The substitutions tonight seemed a lot more traditional compared to the Bahamas when it was hockey-like. Can you talk about if this rotation is still fluid, game to game, or is this something we'll?
Yeah, we're still fluid. We did whole line changes for the first couple games down there, and then we're still on a quicker substitution pattern. It just may not necessarily be 5 at a time. We looked at that. Thought it was really good for us at Rutgers. It's not going to be an every game thing, but we are trying to keep the same quick rotation. We want those minutes. We're trying to cut those minutes down, especially in that first half.
Maria and then Cora.
You added these 2 games late, Colorado and Eastern Kentucky. What was the impetus for doing that?
Well, we needed some games in this slot, and we were just struggling to find those, and these 2 popped up late, and we're happy to get them in. The Bahamas trip, typically your Thanksgiving trip is over Thanksgiving. Because it wasn't, we were really happy to be able to get someone to come here this weekend to play us. Very fortunate it worked out.
Cora.
Regina and Jordan combined for 14 rebounds, which is a little bit more than they've been averaging. Has there been anything schematically to help them with that, or is it just kind of effort from them or positioning on the court?
No, I think more than anything, it's just awareness and understanding of where they can find more rebounds, showing it to them on film, but being consistent in practice with it as well. I think they understand they can do that, and it's, to me, effort. It's got to be an effort thing, but before the effort's there, it's the awareness. It's got to be a habit for them.
Maria and Caleb.
When you're looking at getting a lot of minutes for people, Caroline Strickland, she seemed like she made use of them with 3 blocks. Just talk a little bit about what she did out there.
Yeah, I thought Caroline's minutes were really good. I was excited that we were able to get her in with about 5 minutes, but also the way it played out, she ended up playing with Jordy and Rakia a little bit. That was good, and she did a good job. She was where she needed to be defensively. She can score, and she can give us a paint presence offensively. So it was good to see her really execute on the defensive end in this game.
Caleb and then Cora.
With Jordy and Rakia that had 23 and 20, does it worry you that you only had 2 players in double digits tonight, or are you all right with that going forward?
Oh, I think it's going to be spread out at times. I think there may be some other people step up each game, but I think we have the ability to find that. Sometimes it's going to be a little bit more spread out. I think we have several players on this team that are double-digit capable, and each night's going to look different. And some nights we're going to have somebody else with a hot hand, and that's okay.
Cora.
I want to go back to Julie really quick. Even without her, besides being efficient, she just looked a lot better than we've seen in minutes before. She said paying attention to details has helped her kind of feel more comfortable. What have you guys been kind of stressing to her, I guess, and what have you seen emphasizing with those details for her? Yeah, I think Jillian was overthinking in the past, and so what we tried to do this week was really simplify things. Try to be a little bit more precise, less decision making on the court, just more free play on the court for her. And I think that paid off. I think that really helped her. We're trying to, we don't want things to be complicated for our players. When they step out on the court, you want them to play free, and I think she needed a little bit of that this week.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys. We'll see.